This is Guanara, a district community of the Barutin-speaking people of Barutin local government area of the Kwara North in Kwara State, bordered by small villages and hamlets close by the Cotonou origin of the Republic of Benin. Tradition is the core value of any society, and one important features of this community is the celebration of the traditional Ganni festival. It is that time of the year when sons and daughters of the community gather to celebrate their own culture, usually held towards the tail end of the year at the community palace square, to bring home all sons and daughters who are abroad both far and near for reunion.
The Batonu people in Kwara State, let me say we are making progress. We are rediscovering ourselves, and people are discovering us, because the history of Kwara generally cannot be told without making reference to the Batonu people. In fact, one should recall that Batonus are the original settlers, the first settlers of Ilorin. In fact, it was the place where that Baruba man used to sharpen his iron, that is called Mbitoman Law Eri. Who was lawing the Eri there? It was the Baruba man. He was the first settler of Ilorin. Therefore, it is good that people are now discovering the Batonu man generally.
Very culturally oriented people, very honest and very hardworking people. We are farmers and we take our farming very seriously. We also take our culture very seriously. I think if you are looking for very sincere people, very hardworking people, and very honest people, look for the Batonu person.
It's a thing that we have our Batonu headquarters in Nikki. That's Benin Republic. They first start, they will be the first to do the Ganni festival. After then, other emirates will pick up. So we do this festival down to Borogo, that is New Busa.
Ganni festival is a significant cultural heritage of the people of Guanara, essentially to promote peace, harmony and security by way of harmonizing the traditional institutions as unifying factor for growth, fostering sense of belonging as well as oneness. History has it that the forebearers of this community in the years past at one time or the other have had some level of forms of interpersonal relationship with the Neki Emirate community and its people of the Cotonou origin in the Republic of Benin, who were known to have first celebrated the festival.
For those of us, the Batonu people in Nigeria, we are rediscovering ourselves because originally we have a root, like every tribe. The same thing for the Baruba people of Nigeria. We also have our root, that is Niki. And you can see what Niki used to do is what we are doing here every year in our own respective emirates. So Batonu man is making a lot of progress. People around him are also discovering him and knowing his value more than they used to know before.
The Ganni festival to the Batonu is the bedrock of Batonu culture. Any culture, Batonu culture, that does not culminate in Ganni festival has a problem. So Ganni is very important, it's very central to Batonu culture.
The festival of celebration of our culture and of the people, and also celebration of the tradition of the people. This is why you see people gather together as a family to celebrate our togetherness.
Interestingly, the euphoria of this cultural fiesta usually engulfs the entire community and lasts for 3 consecutive days. On the eve of the celebration, all and sundry, mostly the youth, kept vigil to herald the commencement of the ceremony. Even the visitors were not left out. All were seen in their best forms, taking time out to rejoice and had the best of time. There was on the bandstand a musician from the neighboring Benin Republic to add glamour and spice. Also on the night were various kinds of traditional activities from local dances, homage and merrymaking. Even there were display of wares and indigenous fabrics. Consequently, on the day was a royal outing and visitation of the Emir to the historic places, and Baradubu, the traditional homage tributes of the chiefdoms and villages to the Emir at the Palace Square. These form one remarkable section of the Ganni festival. Most neighboring communities, villages and hamlets pay their obeisance and give allegiance to the traditional ruler of the district. His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Abdullahi Sabi Idris OFR de Kotokotogi II amidst other royal fathers to receive royal blessings. The community became a cultural melting point for people within and outside. Different kinds of cultural displays were showcased from far and near, as well as the traditional horse racing Doba that characterized the celebration, making Gwanara community a mecca of some sorts.
Culture is part of the people. Any society that lost his culture has lost its value. And that is why we are here, the traditional councils, the traditional rulers and the various parts, to celebrate with the Gwanara people, to celebrate with them, to celebrate their culture in this Ganni festival.
Ganni festival is a festival to Badon, very relevant to Badon people because of it unites. In history, it is stated that it is the celebration of Prophet Muhammad's birthday. So with that, before the Islamic religion came, our people have been observing this. So the coincidence, we understand that it is always calculated in a lunar month, not calendar month. So it is to unite. And then we will not forget our culture too.
To show that this is time for the princess and princes to show their hand and to bind us. That's how we all come from this. And the heritage from Niki, which is the ancestral hold of Bogu people here. Started with this one. So it's a joyful that Ganni is a binding force that combine the nation and most especially for the prince and princesses and others.
This occasion is taken very, very important by every indigenous of Bartino land, both within Nigeria and Benin Republic. This type of event is celebrated in Benin Republic, in Miki, in every year, after every Eid al-Maulud.
The significance of Ganni to Batonu is to reactivate our culture. When you look at it from the day one to this movement, you can see series of cultural display. And we equally use this opportunity to bring ourselves together far and beyond. The family that was scattered for long comes together. This is an avenue for us to come together and discuss the way forward of Barbar culture.
This is where, at least as government, we need to come in to promote culture and tourism. If you can see, it's only in Kora that you see the culture and tourism for past 16 years has not been encouraged. And this is a place you can even bring people from abroad to come and see what we have. You can see the Teke dance, where the youth are coming up. It will take them from street, take them out of labor market and showcase what we have in Koras. They are peace-loving, accommodating, and anytime you enter Barutin, the first thing, as a Yoruba man, as a Hausa man, as the Kales we know, the first thing they will ask is, where's our Pandadian? And Elibo. And I'm very sure Barutin is the backbone of Kwara in terms of food. Without Barutin, the good elubo you are getting in Ilorin, there is no any good elubo in Kwara apart from Barutin and Kayama. We are proud of that.
The Ganni festival is quite interesting, and this event is a very wonderful one and colorful one. And I want to believe that we have a rich culture in Nigeria and Kwara at large. And by the grace of God, next year I believe it's going to be more than this.
Present at the ceremony were dignitaries to celebrate with the Emir and the entire community. The State Governor, Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, and honorable members of the State House of Assembly, led by the Speaker, Right Honorable Danladi Saliu, who is the son of the soil. Other prominent sons and daughters were around to identify with the ancient custom. There were goodwill messages from His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, traditional rulers and others who share in the joy of the age-long tradition and culture of the people.
This festival will be made better. The government has spoken to the legislature to say that in the next budget we're going to put money for Ganni Festival alongside other festivals. We want to formalize it. We want to put Ganni Festival in the state and the federal national tourist calendar so people will come here.
Expectedly, traditional institutions were revered and accorded with the desired regard and honor due as part of our cultural heritage. In occasions like this, Gwanara community was however not exempted. There were an array of men whose responsibilities was to blow alive the royal trumpets, as well as the special drummers for royal drum beats called the sacred drum, to usher in and signify the arrival and presence of the royal fathers who graced the occasion. The events, as it were in the past years, features conferments of traditional titles to 17 deserving sons and daughters of the community to climax the 3-day cultural fiesta. Men who have made remarkable and appreciable contributions, as well as distinguished themselves in their various communal efforts at attaining growth and development in the community, were turbaned. Among them was one of our very own Deputy Director of Finance Internal Audit, Mr. Femi Babalola, who was turbaned as the Santuraki of Gwanara District, meaning a worthy son of the community.
What I will do is to make sure that we do a very good things here and make sure that this place move forward. What we need is progress of this place, and we make sure that this place, by the grace of God, we make it to progress, and I will be part of people that will make it by the grace of God to make this place move forward.
We expected that for long. God so kind, He is coming in now. I will advise him to see Gwanara as his home. They started here. They started well. Things were about diminution, but now they are coming in. That is why we are really happy.
He was born and bred here. Thanks to Almighty Allah. He is now in a position of which we are proud of. We hope the pride will continue.
I want to say that we feel so elated. We are so happy with this. And I'm very happy to be associated with the tradition and culture of the people of Guanara land.
The tradition is very rich and their culture is very okay.
For him to continue building on what he has done that made him to be found worthy today, to be turbined as the soundtrack of Guanara Emirate.
One visible impact of the Ganni festival was the buying and selling. People from far and near, mostly northern part of the country, like Kano, Kebbi, and many others, especially the neighboring communities and villages, even across border, display their wares conspicuously for good bargaining. However, it is worthy of note that the Guanara people were so much alive and identified with their culture and tradition would not in a hurry forget the memories of this their much cherished age-long cultural fiesta, and would so much and always be encouraged and willing to host similar events as long as the memory linger on.
Nwanyị ọma